Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is day 3 of our Jaded Blossom January release. Hey everybody, and I am using the new Kawaii Guts, Trust Your Guts. I'm using the mesh stencil, the bread tag die, and a golden oldie birthday dies, and also glasses dies, my favorite. So here we go, and I'm using the Party Time Doodlebug set along with the matching odds and ends in the 6-inch pad there. I'm also using the Tailored Expressions circle masking stencils. So there we go. So I've got my Wendy Vecchi Make Art station, and I have an A2 vertical sized folded card made out of white cardstock from Paper Tray ink. And so that's cut at 4.25 by 11 inches and scored at 5.5. Now I'm taking my Tailored Expressions masking stencil and some Twisted Citron ink. Now I chose this ink to match with the paper line that I'm using. So that is a Tailored Expressions blending brush. And I'm just rubbing off the excess on my Stampin' Up! Pad there. And I'm just going to blend a light coat on my cardstock. So what I'm doing is, on my card base, what I'm doing is making kind of like a spotlight for my image and my sentiment. So now I kept my masking stencil in the same spot, and I slipped my mesh stencil from Jaded Blossom underneath it. And now I'm going to apply the ink a little heavier. And it just gives a little pattern, a little oomph, you know. And I'm going to do this to all the card bases. I'm just showing you the one card base, but I'll show you how I do it on the tag. There we go. So I'm taking my bread tag, that's also cut out of Paper Tray ink white cardstock. And I'm just going to be using the smaller version of the circle. And instead of putting it off to the side, I'm going to line it up in the center because this is a small little tag. So it's, you know, you want to have enough room to get your image on there. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm blending a light coat of the Distress Oxide ink and Twisted Citron. And then I'll slip my stencil underneath. And I'll go ahead and apply a heavier coat. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just applying a pattern basically to my card and my tags. There we go. So I'll go ahead and I do that to all 3. So now I'm going to be stamping my sentiment onto each one. Now that is from the Trust Your Guts stamp set. And I'm using the Sorry I Missed Your Birthday brain fart sentiment, which is super cute. Now I harassed the owners of Jaded Blossom to make a set like this with the brains and the organs, just because I think it's a cute idea. And anything that I can add glasses to, you know me, I'm in. So I just thought it was so darn cute. And I come from a medical family. You know, I'm a nurse myself. My son is a registered nurse and my daughter's in med school. So it's just kind of fun. Now I'm a retired nurse, of course. I got out of that gig quite a while ago, but there we go. So I'm using my VersaFine Onyx Black ink to stamp my sentiments on all 3 cards. Now, the Misty makes this super easy and simple, right? You know, it's in the same spot on every card. I'm using my dry eraser just to, you know, spread out the pressure. And it makes it easier for stamping. And that is a Jennifer McGuire tip. Now I'm taping, this is a little piece of acetate for lining things up from Simon Says Stamp. And I'm just stamping it. I'm leaving the stamp where it is so I can line up my bread tag where that stamp is, just to make things easier for me. There we go. And I will go ahead and stamp the sentiment on the tag. Now I decided to keep the sentiment on the tag centered just because there isn't enough room to put it off to the side. You know, there's just enough room for the sentiment itself. So that's what I was going for right there. So fun and easy stuff. So now I'm going to score my card bases with my Teflon bone folder. And so there's my card bases all finished. So super easy peasy. I always use my Martha Stewart scoreboard to do that. And I use my Gemini to cut out all of my die cutting. So these I stamped last night actually. And I stamped them on pattern paper from the same pad. And I fussy cut them out. And now I'm just running a tuxedo black marker around the edge, just so it makes it look like I've have a perfect cut, even though I don't have a perfect cut necessarily. You want to do this from the back side, just in case your marker jumps around, which mine does. And you'll kind of get little marks on the back, but no one will know but you and me. And there we go. So I do that to all the brains. Now I'm going to be restamping the brains onto my background. So this doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm going to be paper piecing the brain onto it. So I'm just gluing the brain within the lines. And the nice thing is that if you've missed any spot on your original brain fussy cutting, the black line from around the stamped image on the base will kind of hide that. So it just makes things, I don't know, cleaner looking, I guess you'd say. And I'm trying to keep this card nice and flat, just because, mailing, at least in Canada, is super expensive. And it's, even though I love my dimension, sometimes I like to make some flat cards. So there we are. So I'm using my Nuvo glue pen, and I'm just going to use that to paper piece on my brains onto the stamped image on my card base. So this is kind of like a 1-layer card, although I got some stuff on there, right? But no background, nothing else in the background. As for paper layers, etc. So there we go. So I'm using my EK Success tweezers just to line up the brain and get it in the spot that I'd like. So this is like super easy. This is assembly line at its best, like I've always said in the past. If you're going to make 1 birthday card, why not make 3 birthday cards or 4 birthday cards? If you've got the paper for it and the time, why not, right? You can add it to your stash for later. So now this is my little birthday tag that I decided to make because I thought, you guys are probably sick of seeing me making cards all the time. It's just what I use the most. I have to be honest. I use cards the most and tags. So now I've got these adorable birthday hats from the birthday die set from Jaded Blossom. This is a golden oldie, but still adorable. Break out those old dies or get them if you don't have them. It's super cute. So there we are. So now I am using paper. This is all from that paper pad from Doodlebug, the 6-inch one called Party Time. And, if you use paper all from one pad, you just can't go wrong. I usually say that quite a bit, but it's true. Still using my Nuvo glue pen and just lining up my die cuts. There we go. Now you'll notice off to the side, I have my glasses. The Jaded Blossom glasses dies already cut out of black cardstock from Paper Tray ink. I have a bunch of those pre-cut and they're just in the actual container. I didn't even have to cut any because I had a bunch of them. I've left all these glasses attached and I just run them through, and I've got a million pairs of glasses in there to use for my project. So now I'm going to sort of cock the hat off to the side there. So it's got a cute tilt. And there we go. So this is, it's simple, but I think it adds kind of a punch. And this is more of a guy's card. I know that's kind of, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's not so girly frou-frou with the bling and the glitter and all that. Nice and simple. Now this is actually a piece of the odds and ends from that Doodlebug package. And I decided to use a hat from them for my tag itself. But you could easily have cut one out from Jaded Blossom too. There we go. And you notice I brought in my craft tacky glue from Simon Says Stamp. So I'll be gluing my glasses to each of these brains with the Nuvo glue pen. Now you could have stamped on a face, and there are face stamps that come with the stamp set. Or I'm getting ahead of myself. Yes, there are. Sorry, there are face stamps that come with this set, but I decided not to do that. I'm going to go ahead and put glasses on each one first, and then of course, I'll bring in my old favorite to make some eyeballs. There we are. So basically, I'm just quickly applying these glasses to all of my images. Now I used one of each pair. I didn't use those 80s little blind type glasses, the ones with the little horizontal blind look, but I used all the other ones, all the other shapes, because they're super cute. Like, you just can't go wrong with these darn glasses. And I love these little organ images. Like, how cute is this? So now I'm going to be rounding my upper left corner of my 3 cards using my We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper, the 1/2-inch one. Now these are some confetti pieces now from the Doodlebug odds and ends. Now you could use, Jaded Blossom has some stars. You could use various things. I just felt like bringing in my odds and ends to go with my creation here. Just, I liked the colors. The colors kind of went with, they went all with the pattern papers I've used. It made things nice and easy. So that's what I decided to do. And I kept things nice and flat, like I said before. So there we go. So today's sets are so darn cute. And I know I'm a little biased because, like I said, I haunted the Jaded Blossom owners for this because, I just got to get me some medical stuff. I love the medical stuff. It's just super cute. And it's cute. Like it's great for, like I said, birthday cards. There's thank you cards. There's, love cards for Valentine's Day. I decided not to go with Valentine's Day just because, I've been done some Valentines already. And I thought I'd show you how to make some birthday cards with this. And everyone needs, I'm sorry, I kind of forgot your birthday card. Everyone does it. Admit it. Everyone's forgotten to send that card out. So this is perfect for that. And you could make this themed however you'd like. It's just, I just think it's too cute. So there we go. So I've basically added on all of my little confetti pieces. I've got a few more little confetti pieces here to add on. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my eyeballs. There we go. Now you could even use Google Eyes for this, or Doodlebug actually has some enamel shapes that are eyes. You could use those. Stamp the face image from Jaded Blossom. That's great too. So this is Ebony Black and Nouveau Crystal Drops. And I'm going to add 2 big eyeballs to each one. And it's my favorite. The trick is to keep these Nouveau Crystal Drops. You want to clean out your nozzle and you want to keep it warm. So put it in your pocket. If you're a girl, put it in your bra for a while, warm it up, get it to body temperature, and then this stuff flows really nicely and makes perfectly domed drops for you. So there we go. So I'm adding in all my droplets to make my little eyes. And how cute is that? And this is like a super simple card design that you could easily recreate. Look how cute is that? And you got to love Jaded Blossom stencils for doing this too. Now I'm using my Nouveau Crystal Drops in Simply White now. You'll see that I'm farting around with it, making sure it flows well. And I'm going to have to fix it, which I did. So there we are. So now I'm just adding in a few droplets all over the place, just to make it look like it's kind of confetti. Add a little bit of texture without adding busyness, because white blends into the background. So that's always good. And there we go. So I'll do this to all my cards along with the same with my tag. I'll do the same thing. So cute. So day 3 of this release, I can't believe it. It's going super fast. 2 more days for you with adorable releases to show you. It's just, I think that I'm a little biased because I'm on the team, but I think that their products are getting cuter and cuter every time, with every release, really. It's just adorable. The images are just beautiful, and and cute, and sentiments are adorable, and you just can't go wrong with it. And it's lots of fun to create with Jaded Blossom stuff, I think. It's not a hardship. When I get these products sent to me, I don't have to, it doesn't take me long to think of what I want to make with it. It really is. It's a quick process. There we go. So I've got my Simply White on there now, and I'm going to pull out my glitter drops. This is in White Blizzard now. So this will dry clear and glittery. And I'm just going to add a few little droplets to the little confetti pieces on that tag. And then that's it. I'm all done. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to drop by tomorrow to see what's going on and check out my video for tomorrow. And make sure to swing by the Jaded Blossom blog to see all of the awesome inspiration from our design team. They've done an amazing job like they always do. So like I said, thanks everyone, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.